dumb son of a bitch.
You dumb son of a bitch. I'm a private person. I'm a private person.
What's up there, Tomo? Listen here. You just lost your life. How do you get a job here, you fuckface? How do you get a job here, you fuckface? When you're feathering it, brother?
Sorry about that footage at the beginning, guys, of the guy getting pulled over. It looked like it was filmed with a potato, but it was filmed here in Hamilton by somebody. Can you imagine that? Almost sideswiping a cop? Wow. But we got an older car here. I'm excited about it, and Glenn's excited about it. The reason I'm excited about it is because it's by a company called Road Legends Road Signature, which falls under the Yat Ming umbrella. Good quality stuff. It's one of those companies that make kind of a crappy looking box. So you look at the box and it looks older than it is, or it doesn't look like as good of a die cast as it is usually. And usually when I open these, we're not disappointed. Let's have a look. This one's cool. So it's older, guys, but not as old as you would think. It's got windows on the ends of the box, which means it's one of the newer style boxes. But see, the box never, I don't know, the boxes look kind of older, guys. Like it looks like a 1990 style box, but they're much newer. But like I was saying, it is Road Signature, I believe it is, or Road Legends, one of the two. They're both under the Yat Ming umbrella though. Special thing about this one, guys, is it is close to a movie car. Well, except for that front end that you just seen in through the box there. But it looks pretty similar to Eleanor. It's got the same tail lights we just seen there. But watch this front end through the end of the box. Nope. But it's got the exact same stripe. That's got me excited. It's got Glenn excited. I'm wondering if this could be customized into an Eleanor with minimal efforts or nah. We're going to have a closer look. It's a Shelby GT-500KR. That KR is what makes the difference. King of the Road is what that KR stands for, because it's supposed to be the most fastest and luxurious Mustang ever made. I've got lists of facts about that car that I got off the internet that I will share with you guys towards the end of the video. I'm going to do this unboxing on the main floor just because Glenn's kind of comfy up here. While we do that, while I get set up for this, crazy stuff been happening in Canada with the snow here. You guys aren't going to believe what's been going on here in Canada. Let me show you guys what's been going on. A little clip here while I'm getting set up. Check this out.
Budweiser, you created a monster, and they call him Frankenstein.
Crazy, eh, guys? It's crazy some of the stuff Glenn sees when he's out on the road in his truck. But let's get into this King of the Road. I'm looking forward to it. They obviously, that stripe wasn't a mistake. And you know, in the video, I'll pull out my Shelby Collectibles Eleanor and we'll put the two of them side by side. But the front end, I don't like the way the front end is. I don't think this has ever been open, guys.
Not with me, it hasn't.
No, it's never been open, Glenn. We're actually going to need to cut it. One sec. So it is factory sealed, guys. I do not have the exact year of release. Because all the licenses for all the different cars they do are on the back. Everything from MG Rover to Jaguar to General Motors to Ford Oval. But it's all different years when they got the licenses. And the most recent year being 2009. So that's what I'm going to roll with. It's at least 2009. It's also got a website on the back of it, so we know it's not like super vintage from the 80s or anything. Because it's got a website. I just saw it somewhere anyway. So this has never been opened, guys. Sealed from the factory. And you could actually tell the box and everything feels excellent. All the tabs and everything. The tabs are not all frayed. But this is when... Now, Glenn was pretty observant. He noticed that the doors are banded and the hood's banded. So he said that the trunk is not going to open. And I think that he's right. The trunk does not look like it's going to open. But yeah, that color scheme looks a lot like Eleanor. And like I said, guys, this company, Yat Ming, does not get the love that they deserve. I admit, I used to beat up on them, make fun of them. Road signature, road legends, Yat Ming, like what kind of names is that? I thought they were crap until I started opening a couple of them and seeing the quality. They're nice, heavy. They typically don't have problems with paint rash. This one, the paint is perfect on it. But yeah, they just, like for 2009, this looks like an older box than that. Their boxes just don't pop, guys, like they should, I don't think, for what these are. What, we're gonna get her open, have a look. Again, guys, this is one episode we're doing up on the main floor here, just because Glenn's comfortable. I'm kind of comfortable up here. And I gotta get little stubby, 1 second. So what I'm gonna do, guys, while I'm unscrewing this, is I'm gonna put the facts from online on the screen for you right now. And I'll just be yapping and you guys could be reading the facts and it's not gonna be rushed. But yeah, I typed it in and to my surprise, there was a ready list of facts on the car. So I cut them out and boom. But yeah, I didn't know that the KR stood for King of the Road. I unboxed another Mustang. It was a nice one. It looked just like the Bullet Mustang, but it had a couple little differences. It was a Mustang Fastback GTA, I believe it was called. And me and Glenn looked it up and found out the A actually stood for automatic. It actually had an automatic tranny. But yeah, there was lots of facts on that car. It was supposed to be the baller car. I'm not a fan of the front end of it. You guys will see. Once I get it off here. In case you guys didn't hear, I'm going to be buying a new battery for the Silver Bullet over the next couple days. She needs a battery. I've ruled out the alternator. I left her running for 20 minutes in the driveway. Car didn't die. Took it for a ride. Car didn't die. It's a battery. Good thing is they're not super expensive. I'd rather replace a battery than the alternator, let me tell you. And I mean, you're supposed to replace them every 5 years. Like I said in the last video, I've been driving the car for 6 years. And I don't know when the previous owner replaced it, so the battery owes me nothing. I'll go down to the scrapyard in the next day or two, and I'm just going to have my booster pack on me at all times until I get the battery. And we got it, guys. Yat Ming being a different company than Ertl, they're a little bit different. They got these things. Oh, and this is the pain in the butt. We're going to have to take it off another base. Okay, so guys, Yat Ming. New collectors, you don't throw out anything but the straps, by the way. But Yat Ming has... So you got to unscrew... What the hell? Okay, there we go. Got a plastic thing there that like holds it down so I couldn't get the car out. Okay, so now we have to take it off this other base. It's heavy though, guys. They're always good quality, this company here. And like I said, I don't typically see paint rash. This is the company here. I seen the perfect car to do Biff Tanner's, you know, that black old school convertible he has. I found the perfect car to do that, and it's actually made by these people. And I seen a guy online that made one, and it came out perfect. So I'm going to be hunting one of those down soon, and you can get them cheap too. But the funny thing is, the quality is there. People just, I don't know if it's the name of them or the boxes, but you see them online for peanuts, and they're actually good quality. Well, so far we haven't had bad luck with them anyway. Here, with paint rash or anything silly. Come on. Almost there, guys. Takes 6 months just to get it off the base. Wow.
You're fired. Okay, you didn't follow proto, bitch.
You should drive that to work tomorrow.
Yeah, if I could, I would.
Mm-hmm.
If I could, I would. Okay. Be an interesting drive. Actually, most of the snow is gone. I was going to say it'd be an interesting drive in the snow, but most of the snow is gone.
Well, they were calling for more today and tonight, according to the radio.
Yeah, well, it was supposed to rain all day today, too, but it didn't do that either. It was supposed to go up to +8, too, and it didn't feel like +8 either. It did warm up, but I don't think it got to +8. The weather, you can't seem to really rely on it much anymore.
They're about as accurate as a politician.
Yeah.
Or one's as crooked as the other. No offense to either.
Nope. Looks good, guys. It's a gunmetal color. But it's the front end. That's not Eleanor.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to get Eleanor to put beside this so you guys can see.
And I think the rims are different too in Eleanor.
Oh yeah, the rims are quite a bit different. They
that's
tried
like 10 spokes.
Yeah, they tried to make it look a little bit but yeah, the body is definitely similar. Okay, so Glenn was right. Trunk does not open. No paint rash at all. I'm actually impressed with the paint on this. Wheels seem to roll good. Tires turn with the steering wheel. Okay, so guess we'll start from passenger side. Doors open.
That's a cool little sticker on the front fender ahead of the door on the side. It said
Shelby
S426 or 428 for the motor.
Oh, it's a big motor then in it. Okay. Yeah, I see that now. Wow, the doors open really nice on this, guys. Nicer than an Ertl. Not auto art nice, but nicer than an Ertl. Oh, I didn't even show the inside of it.
Oh, and it's a stick.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be a manual for sure. Okay, we'll go to driver's side. But yeah, Glenn noticed that sticker. It says 428 on the side of it, guys, so. Well, it's supposed to be the fastest and most luxurious Mustang, king of the road, so. Inside looks decent. Believe it or not, I think the yellow Maisto beat the interior on this one a little bit.
And the seat looks like it moves forward too.
Oh yeah, they do a little bit. Yeah, just like girdles, the seats tilt forward just a bit. Okay, so coming around to the front. Hood is tight. Okay, just because it's the first time it's opening it, but it's not going to fall down. Oh, that's decent. It's no auto world, but it's nice. They did the battery a little bit on it.
Yep, it's missing the rad though. Or is that it under the black thing ahead of
Oh
it?
yeah, it's got a rad. It's just really skinny looking rad. Missing the fan shroud. The fan's just sticking out. But yeah, I could see why you'd think it didn't have a rad, because usually there's a shroud over the fan or something. Okay. I think we need to get a look at this under the bright lights, guys. What do you say? Actually, anything underneath? No working suspension like Maisto, but it's heavier than a Maisto. I think we should go look at this up on the look-see set, guys. Time for court. The back end of it looks like Eleanor. So time to go get Eleanor and do some comparing. Let's go.
Yat Ming for
Guys,
refund.
An example of glue drying out. I just mentioned that a couple videos ago. I just said to Glenn, I notice it's missing a hood pin. One of the fake little hood pins. It's not a real hood pin, but see, it's got the one there. But a hole there. I said to Glenn, before we roll the video again, I'll get the flashlight. We'll check the floor. Found it on the floor. Glue dried out. And that was factory sealed. Like that had never been opened. Luckily, this is like another peg-in hole type thing. Like it's not broken. We just got to plug it back in like stretches. But just wanted to show you guys it happens more often than people think. And there it is. Back in the hole. It is going to have to be glued though. Yeah. And it fell again. Guys, that is nice looking. Not a fan of the front end, but I love the way the gunmetal gray. Like that is cousin of Eleanor, big time. Wait till I go down and bring up Eleanor in a minute. You guys will see. Looks a lot like it. And I'm sure that's done on purpose. Eleanor doesn't have Shelby across the back lip though, but have a closer look at this thing, guys. See the back end of it, guys? It looks a lot like Eleanor. Now keep in mind, Eleanor is a 67. This is a 68. But that's pretty close. The interior is decent, but I will say, guys, surprisingly, that yellow Maisto Mustang that I did of Glenn's, if you look at that interior compared to this, that smokes the crap out of this interior, and that's a Maisto. But there was something special about that. I wasn't clickbaiting or lying to you guys. I told you. There's the Speedos. Speedos in the Maisto even look better than this too. Put it on the side of it. Oh, there's that sticker Glenn was mentioning, and it is a 428 Cobra Jet. So it's the same engine as that yellow Mustang we did the last video. Something about this nose on this car though, guys, that's what I'm not a fan of. Engine's okay, but one can improve it with a chrome paint pen or a few paint brushes, touch it up a couple places, but it's definitely not the worst we've seen. So it turns out, guys, it's not the exact same color, but pretty darn close. That is a Shelby Collectibles 1 of 18 scale Eleanor. Any new viewers that are watching, if you're wondering what the best Eleanor is, that's her right there. One thing I don't like on this car is it looks like fat tires on it. Like the tires just look big for some reason for that style of car, you know what I'm saying? Still definitely close enough though to be Eleanor's cousin, but that front end. But the paint scheme so similar, guys. That ain't no accident. Just to show you guys. Even very similar air vents along the side of the car. The KR doesn't have that cool exhaust though. I just noticed that. So is this KR 1968 Shelby Mustang KR by Road Signature a cheap possible replacement for Eleanor? Or could you customize it into a decent Eleanor? I'm saying no. And you guys know I love those projects. You remember I'm doing the blue Charger from Christine, Dennis Gilder's car. I'm making it out of a Maisto that I've removed the black stripe off of it. I got better wheels with Krager's. I just have to put the wheels on it. But I like projects like that. But this one here, there's too many big differences to pull it off. And we already know there's a big difference under here. I don't know, guys. I'm tore up about this car. I think this definitely does need a trial. It's time for these guys here, Glamour Shots. They made it a nice color. That gunmetal gray similar to Eleanor. But then they put those tires on it that look like winter tires. But then they put a 428 Cobra Jet under the hood. Let's take some pictures, see how it does, guys. I've got to admit, guys, I'm not a fan of that car. I just love Eleanor too much. But it took some nice pictures, I will say that. Just the way that it sits and stuff like that. I don't think that the tires look as oversized as I'm thinking that they do in person. Because they didn't look too terrible in the photographs. I don't know. I'm just torn on the car, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you a fan of this? It might be more of a Mustang connoisseur type thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, you know what time it almost is. Let's go sit down and get it done. Well, ladies and gents, it's about that time. It's jug up time for retro, so it's good night time for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing of the 1968 Shelby GT-500KR, which means King of the Road. With the 428 Cobra Jet, pretty decent. I'm torn on the car, but I'm not a Mustang connoisseur. You guys know me. I'm either a Fox body guy, not a convertible, Fox body, notchback, or Eleanor or Bullet. That's about it. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. You know what I'm going to say. Don't forget on your way out to give this guy a tap for me. And if you haven't done it already, you know you like the videos, hit this guy with the bell notification. Make sure you get my most recent videos. And it lets you know whenever I do a live, which is Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And as always, guys, the most important part, stay safe, happy hunting.